Struggling to go live. Yep. What's going on? Now, let's see if we can get it cracking. Trying to get this volume right. Anyway, it's your boy Isaiah coming to you again. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all my videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. Also, follow the Buckles Locker Facebook page. Type in Buckles Locker. Follow it as well. As we rebuild this site up, let's get to 1,000 subs. Y'all know what it is. Shouts out to everybody out there in Buccaneers country, world, across social media. I had to make this video. It's Monday Madness, Monday Locker Room Talk, Overreaction Mondays. You know me. I know yesterday it was a very frustrating day. I'm going to stick with the same attitude. But we have to wipe our eyes, dry our tears, because we have a game Thursday. Granted, we just saw the abysmal game that Jameis Winston played. We can't even dwell on that. We can't even talk about it that much. We have to move on to Thursday night game against the Carolina Panthers at Bank of America Stadium. Cam Newton, or Scam Newton, or Fig Newton at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Shouts out to the Panthers fans. It is what it is. But this game, as a matter of fact, I can't even move forward. I have to go back a little bit because Jameis Winston is the talk of the town right now. He is what everybody's talking about in all the Buccaneers Facebook groups. That's how bad it is. Everybody's talking about Jameis in the Facebook groups. And there's nothing Jameis Winston can do about it. He is the talk of the town. Everybody talking about his 2 pick sixes. They're talking about the O-line. They're talking about O.J. Howard. They're talking about, is Jameis fixable? Can he be fixed? A lot of people saying no, cut ties, move on. That's crazy. And people are saying play Ryan Griffin. That's how bad it is. Jameis Winston got a lot of stuff he got to do Thursday. To win the hearts back, or some of the people back, Thursday night, he will have to showcase in front of the national audience across the NFL will be watching Jameis Winston. Everybody will be watching this situation develop, not only this week, as the season goes. Teams will be watching. Adversity is real. How do we overcome adversity? By playing football, good sound football. And that seems to be the problem for Jameis Winston. In a winnable game, he throws it away. Now he has the stage set upon himself for the national media to bash Jameis Winston. He better not have a game like that against the Carolina Panthers, because if he do, oh my gosh, you're going to talk about get rid of him in week 2. He got to go in week 2. They're going to be, if Jameis Winston bombs this game like he did the 49ers game, the tomatoes will be coming out to him quickly. He will be heckled for the rest of his season. The rest of the season, he will be heckled to the point where Bruce Arians will have to let him go. I know Bruce loves Jameis Winston. He's trying to defend him, but it is hard to defend a man that continues to do the same things he's been doing since day one. I watched Jameis Winston's press conference, and is wash, rinse, and repeat with his press conference. I got to get better. I got to do better. I got to get better. We tired of hearing that, man. You didn't play well. It is frustrating with the team. The team can't win with him. It seems like the team is not responding to his leadership. The rah-rah speeches that he be giving, they're not responding to him. But anyway, we got the Carolina Panthers on a road game, a tough road game against the Carolina Panthers. Shouts out to everybody in the chat room. I know it's not that many people in the chat room. This is an early video, but I got to drop this video now because we got a game Thursday. The Carolina Panthers, we're going to Carolina, and we're going to play Cam Newton, Christian McCaffrey, and Ron Rivera and all those, and Luke Kuechly. We have given Carolina a lot of problems. They've been giving us a lot of problems over the years. Last year's 2 games were 2 different games. One game we got beat pretty soundly. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Jameis wasn't play that game. But the second game, Jameis wasn't played. We won 24-17. But it was crazy because Cam Newton threw 4 interceptions and we only won by 7 points. With the offense that was a top 10 offense. So that's concerned. So here we are, fast forward this year, the second game of the season on a Thursday night. Carolina Panthers coming off a loss to the Rams, a Super Bowl contending team. The Carolina Panthers played them very well. They turned the ball over twice, missed field goal. This is going to be interesting. We know how Cam Newton plays, but the Carolina Panthers have changed the offense for Cam Newton once again. They used to be big with Calvin Benjamin, Devin Funchess, to Christian McCaffrey, Curtis Samuel, DJ Moore. Can the Bucs secondary match up with Carolina's receiving core? Yes, because their main target is Christian McCaffrey. It used to be Greg Olsen is a buck killer, but he's not the same Greg Olsen. Everybody knows that now. He's not the same guy anymore. He don't have the same speed, the quickness, the route running skills anymore. He's regressed. Father Time has caught up with Greg Olsen in his injuries. He's still a good tight end, but he's not the tight end they used to kill us. So I don't see us having a major problem with Greg Olsen because we contain George Kittle. And George Kittle right now is way better than Greg Olsen. So I'm not worried about the former buck killer in Greg Olsen, but he can't sneak up on us and make plays. The biggest concern I have is Christian freaking McCaffrey. Shouts out to Christian McCaffrey. C-Mac is a beast. For a little guy, he's a little bit bigger than me. Well, he's about 20 to 30, 25 pounds bigger than me. A little taller. But that dude got some toughness and he can run that rock. I got to give Christian McCaffrey some credit. That dude can run the ball. He's quick. He's fast. He's elusive. Game-breaking speed. He got hops. You're right, Kent Jackson. He got hops. He can shake and bake. That dude can do it all. Is he a top 5 running back? Yes. He's a top 5 running back. He's right there. He's right there with Saquon, Ezekiel Elliott, Todd Gurley, Melvin Gordon. You know what I'm saying? Not too many guys that you can name over Christian McCaffrey. He's Carolina's best running back they ever had. And he's their offense. They drafted him for a reason, to help Cam Newton, right? So I wish the Bucs could have drafted a running back like that. But anyway, that's besides the point. I am very concerned because we could not control Christian McCaffrey last year, and he's only gotten better this year and stronger and bigger. So he is their offense. If you shut down Christian McCaffrey, you shut down Carolina. He accounted yesterday. He accounted for over 200 yards of their offense. Christian McCaffrey had over 200 yards of their offense yesterday. He had 120 something running and he had like 80 something receiving. Are you serious? Todd Bowles has his work cut out to contain Christian McCaffrey. Carolina going to use him in all phases of the game: screen game, split out wide, running game, toss sweep. I mean, every part of the game, they're going to use Christian McCaffrey because he's like that. He's a bell cow, that small. I don't know if it's going to last. I don't know if he's going to last until 30 or 29, but he'll at least last for a couple years with that frame. So, but I'm really concerned. Will Todd Bowles draw up a scheme to confuse Carolina? Because Carolina is so used to playing the Bucs 4-3 relaxed defense. Now Carolina got to deal with a blitzing, aggressive defense. You got to make quick decisions with the ball. And Cam Newton is not the best of throwers down the field. Now, bubble screens and wide receiver screens and crossing routes, Cam Newton can throw the ball short range. But when you make Cam Newton think, he tends to kind of get flustered like Jameis Winston, right? Very similar quarterbacks. I know Cam Newton has been an NFL MVP. He took his team to the Super Bowl, but just from a quarterback position, they're very similar. Cam Newton is more athletic, right? They got the same type of arm. Jameis Winston is a little bit more better quarterback as far as a quarterback, right? Like what you look for in a quarterback. Cam Newton is a better athletic quarterback. But as far as a thrower, Jameis Winston is a better thrower than Cam Newton. You feel me what I'm saying with that? You get what I'm saying. I'm not saying Jameis Winston is better than Cam Newton, but as far as quarterback, you know, what you look for in a typical quarterback, Jameis Winston has the features, right? But doesn't have the brain. Cam Newton is very inaccurate too. He gets happy feet as well. They're similar, inconsistent, both of them. And all eyes is going to be on Jameis Winston. Can he rebound, like the title says? Can he rebound from a disaster first game? This game reminded me of his first game of his career against the Tennessee Titans. Y'all remember that game? He threw his first pass was a pick six. He had a really bad game against the Tennessee Titans. And that game reminded me of that. Now, for the rest of that season, his rookie season, he did do good. So there is hope, but I don't have too much hope because I've watched this guy for 4 years do the same thing. The receivers didn't look explosive. All this talk about offseason about how Chris Godwin and how this receiving corps going to look really good under Bruce Arians and go against the 49ers. The 49ers secondary is not a top level secondary. So the 49ers secondary, sorry about that. The 49ers secondary is not a top level secondary, but they're pretty decent, but they wasn't killers like that. I mean, it wasn't like the Rams secondary or the Jaguars secondary or the Bears secondary. You know what I'm saying? Like, you serious? Like, we made them look like they were like all Pro Bowlers. Now, don't be surprised 49ers get skunked by another team, right? That shows you how bad we are. Bruce Arians has his work cut out on the offensive side. I guarantee you he is in Jameis Winston's ear along with Clyde Christensen, Byron Leftwich, and Tom Moore, the offensive consultant. They are trying to get Jameis Winston right. They are giving him every opportunity to correct this wrong, to make it right. But also, we got to look at the other side. The play caller was very awkward. It didn't make Jameis Winston look comfortable in the game. And it didn't help that Mike Evans was under the weather. The receivers didn't have no separation. And is it me, or are you guys tired of seeing the 5, the 7-step, the 10-step drops that Jameis Winston makes? Why not the 3-step drops, the 3 to 5-step drops, and make some good decisions with the ball? But the problem is he can't do that. He don't make great decisions with the ball when he does a 3 or 5-step drop. When he does a 7-step drop, 5 to 7-step drop, he makes weird decisions on top of that, but he's better doing that. But what is the biggest difference between Bruce Arians' offense and Dort Cutter's offense? Can anybody explain that to me? Because I sat here and watched all these other quarterbacks an occasional deep shot. Why Jameis Winston can't do that? Why can't we call plays bubble screen, receiver screen? Like, why can't we do that to Jameis Winston? Why Byron Leftwich? Why Bruce Arians can't design something like that? I watched Andy Dalton, who was pretty much washed, made Seattle secondary look like they were trash. Kyler Murray. God, receivers getting open. Our receivers can't even get open. I'm not understanding this. Why can't our receivers get open? And what's a big concern, if y'all didn't understand, I'm gonna see if y'all was paying attention to this game. I know OJ Howard had a bad game, but there's a cause for concern, folks. I'm gonna point this out. After watching that game, there is a cause for concern. The tight end position under Bruce Arians' offense. It is a concern that you guys need to pay attention to. You guys need to pay attention to tight end position under this offense ran by Bruce Arians and Byron Leftwich. The tight ends were pretty much non-existent in this game. And if you do your research and do your history, what tight end in Bruce Arians' offense looked good? That is a thing that a lot of people are not talking about. A lot of people are not talking about how Bruce Arians utilized OJ Howard and Cameron Brate. Cameron Brate was pretty much non-existent and against the 49ers. Yes, he had 2 touchdowns on that drive that got called back because of holding calls, but outside of that, what did Cameron Brate do? Why is he on the team? Did anybody peep that? I'm looking in the chat room. Did anybody peep? Where was Cameron Brate? Where was OJ Howard? I understand he had a bad game. OJ Howard was supposed to be his all-world tight end, and Bruce Arians and Brian Leftwich didn't even know how to use him. There is a cause for concern, folks. We might have a problem at the tight end position, and I'm not basing it on talent. I'm saying that how are they going to use 2 good tight ends? Because man, they did not even try to use the middle of the damn field with the tight ends. This offense is very similar to Dirk Cutter's. A little different philosophy, but similar. But the difference between Dirk Cutter and Bruce Arians' offense, Dirk Cutter used the tight end quite a bit. Pay attention, y'all. I want y'all to pay attention moving forward. This is another video I'm making. I'm dropping gems. So I'm going to come back and revisit this stuff, with the Jameis Winston situation after week 5 or 6 and the tight end situation. I'm telling y'all, folks, go back and watch that game. Where were the tight ends at in the middle of the field? We got 2 top 15, I guess, based on talent. OJ Howard is a top 20 or top 10 tight end, and then Cameron Brate is like maybe a top 15, top 20 tight end, and they were useless in the offense yesterday. Useless. The middle of the field did not attack it. Quan Alexander get hurt. A backup comes in. We can't attack the backup, really, with the tight. Folks, it's a cause for concern. Be concerned with that. But Luke Kuechly, Shaq Thompson, OJ Howard, the safeties for the Panthers. That's an interesting matchup. We got it. Byron Leftwich has his work cut out as a rookie OC. He better this Rojo between Rojo and Peyton Barber. Now, let's be honest. Rojo should be starting. There is a high probability that he starts against the Panthers. Let's just put that out there. I know it's Monday and they haven't announced it yet, but I'm going to announce it right here. Rojo is the starting running back. Period. He is a starting running back moving forward until otherwise. And Peyton Barber will spell him in certain situations, right? That's fair enough. But Rojo is a starter against the Carolina's defense. And Carolina has a pretty good front 7. They have this weird thing going now. They're running a 3-2-6 thing, like this 3-2-6 type defense on third downs. Jameis Elliott is a nickelback. I hope we attack him with Chris Godwin or Mike Evans. Their nickelbacks are very suspect. Now their corners are pretty decent. James Bradbury has gotten really better. He's gotten really good. And Dante Jackson, a guy that we could have drafted last year and we didn't. By the way, Jason Light, you're supposed to get Dante Jackson. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. And we could have had Dante Jackson, folks. Anyway, it's frustrating. But anyway, Mike Evans, hopefully he recovers from his flu or whatever the bug he had that was going around the team. But the receiver's going to have their work cut out on the outside. Mike Evans, James Bradbury is going to guard Mike Evans. Dante Jackson's going to guard Perriman or Chris Godwin. I don't mean this is going to be real interesting. Run blocking, we might be okay if Gerald McCoy in the game. Run at Gerald McCoy. Oh, by the way, random. Shouts out the shotgun shoot. Random. Gerald McCoy had 0.5 tackles. 0.5 tackles yesterday, folks. Gerald McCoy had 0.5 tackles. I know I'm all over the place, but I just want to put that out there. Now back to the game. The preview. We got to run the ball, man. We got to run the ball 25 to 35 times this game. Jameis Winston should not have over 20 to 25 attempts. We got to protect Jameis Winston. He is a liability. Let's face it, folks. Jameis Winston right now is a liability for the team. He is the biggest liability on the team moving forward until proven otherwise. So when you have a liability at quarterback, how do you protect those type of quarterbacks? Run the ball. And the Bucs did get physical with a pretty good front 6-7 against the 49ers and ran the ball effectively. And the Carolina Panthers are pretty similar. A strong front four or front three, whatever you want to call it, with some good linebackers. The Bucs should be able to run the ball 20 to 30 times this game, 35 times this game. Rojo should have about 18 to 25 carries. Peyton Barber should have about 10 to 12 carries with some screen passes involved. And let's get a little bit more. I want to see some better play calling, some different type of things. Like this down the field stuff has got to stop. The line is not a good pass blocking line. And now we got to deal with Carolina's pass rush. We got to have better route combinations, pick plays, crossing routes, wheel routes. We got to do something offensively that can make Jameis Winston comfortable. And no deep balls. No deep balls. Jameis Winston can't hit the barn. He can't hit a barn from 30 yards on the deep balls. He gives his receivers no chance on the deep ball. Everything got to be, and I know it's going to really hurt the offense, but if everything is going to be between 0 and 15 yards, I'm good with that. Because when Jameis Winston throws deep balls, when he sets up to throw a deep ball, he's pressured. Every time the 7-step drop is our kryptonite with Jameis Winston, man. 7-step drops with that O-line don't work. And what makes it worse, now that teams know that he can't throw the deep ball, they're going to press the receivers because we don't have a John Ross. We don't have a Tyler Lockett. We don't have a John Brown, a Marquise Brown. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a T.Y. Hilton type receiver. We don't have a Cooper Kupp. We don't have an Adam Thielen. We don't have a Stephon Diggs. We don't have a Amari Cooper. We don't have a Deshaun Jackson. We don't have a Calvin Ridley. We don't have a Julio Jones type speed receiver. So what's up with the 7-step drops? 5 steps, get the ball out. Like I said, folks, I watched Andy Dalton and Kyler Murray do the damn thing. Gardner Minshew. Why can't Tom Brady? Come on, man. Like, get the ball out of his hands because he cannot make good reads. Give him easy throws. And I hate to say this to a 5th-year quarterback. And we've stuck with him for a few more weeks, folks. But you just got to get the ball out of his hands. He can't read defenses like he should. It's year 5. He can't even throw the ball in the dirt on a screen pass. Do you know how many quarterbacks we've watched throw the ball at the ground when the screen play not there? Jameis Winston airmail. Carolina Panthers has an aggressive defense. Jameis Winston last year had a pretty good game against them. It was like 20 for 39, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns. So he's capable of playing a good game. We've seen this. But we've also seen the horrible Jameis Winston. We're tired of seeing the inconsistency. It would not shock me. I would not be shocked if Jameis Winston throws for between 225 and 300 yards 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. It will not surprise me. Now, whether we win or lose the game is a different story, but Jameis Winston will not surprise me if he does not throw an interception with 2 touchdowns like he did last year. He's an enigma. He's a liability, and against Carolina, you cannot have a liability at quarterback. And Jameis Winston knows what he got to do against the Carolina Panthers. He has a lot to prove. This is a big game. You know, I know it's week 2, but this is a big game. This is a big game for Jameis Winston. This is going to determine our outcome moving forward. How he rebounds in this game against a good defense. Can he control his emotions? Can he control his happy feet? Can he control the chaos around him? Can he overcome a bad pass blocking O-line and make it happen? He already got 3 interceptions already. Granted, 1 was not his fault, but he got 3 interceptions already. Leads the NFL along with Baker Mayfield in interceptions. Week 1. The same old narrative with Jameis Winston. He throws too many interceptions. He's a gunslinger. Bruce Arians, Clyde Christensen, Brian Leftwich have their work cut out against the Panthers and to get Jameis Winston ready to play a good to great game. If Jameis Winston doesn't turn the ball over, we're going to beat the Carolina Panthers. If he throws the ball less than 25 times this game, we're going to win the game. Less than 25 attempts, hell, less than 20 attempts, we're going to win the game. If Jameis Winston goes 15 for 21 for 163 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions, we win the game. Jameis Winston cannot throw that ball over 25 times. 25. Can't do it. He's prone to interceptions. He still hasn't figured it out. He is who he is. He's a gunslinger. And the thing about it, he knows he's wrong on that screenplay. Did anybody listen to the press conference? He knew he was wrong. And also, there's a lot of things I can point out in that game against the San Francisco 49ers. Yes, Jameis Winston is the talk of the town, but there was some bad plays by a couple guys on that team with O.J. Howard, Dotson, Donovan Smith, Alex Kappa, Umwale. Did anybody see? This is what I'm saying. When it's downhill, it's downhill, right? O.J. Howard can't get right for some strange reason. He was playing like sloth, like he couldn't get right. When he was on the field, he was a liability too. Good as he is, liability. Dotson, 33, what is it? 33, 32, 33 years old, right tackle. He's washed. He can't handle guys like D Ford. Luckily, the Panthers don't have a D Ford. Now, they do have Brian Burns, but he's a rookie. Now, don't be surprised if a rookie roast Dotson and Donovan Smith. Got to block this guy now. Now you got to block Brian Burns. Because Carolina front 4 is pretty bulky, pretty beefy. But they got a speed guy at the end. Mario Addison is another guy. They got two defensive ends to get to the quarterback. And we got 2 weak tackles. And yes, Jameis Winston is a problem, but man, that O-line, I told y'all, this O-line is not good pass blocking. They're not good, man. Failure to address the O-line has came and bite us on the butt. Once again, it has came back to bite us in the butt for the 3rd year in a row. We didn't draft no O-lineman. Alex Kappa, Caleb Benedict. What? We didn't spend no high draft picks on the O-line. It has hurt us. It has hurt us. In year 5 of Jameis Winston's career, not drafting an O-line has hurt us. Missing on picks has hurt this team. Now we got to play Carolina and their tough front 7, along with the weak old Gerald McCoy. It was like everybody was making mistakes, man. Jameis Winston, Dotson, Donovan Smith, Alex Kappa. Receivers couldn't get open. O.J. Howard, Carlton Davis, M.J. Stewart, Umwale. On the block punt, his guy drove him on the block punt. And then on the screen pass, he couldn't get out of the wash to get the screen pass. Think about it, folks. It came in twos. This came in twos. Twos and threes, man. Everybody that made a mistake made it more than once. Think about it. Dotson, multiple times. Donovan Smith, multiple times. Jameis Winston, multiple times. O.J. Howard, multiple times. M.J. Stewart, multiple times. Carl Davis, multiple times. We can't even get out of our own way. I'm telling y'all, giving y'all facts on Buckles Locker. This is locker room talk. Facts. Everybody that made a mistake made more than one mistake. Facts. And it's the same old story with the team. Can't get out of their own way. Byron Leftwich with horrible play calling in certain downs and distance. Bruce Arians, no risk it, no biscuit. Kick the field goal. No, we're going for it. It should have been a touchdown. Jameis was late. And oh, by the way, looking at the tape even more, Chris Godwin should have stopped. You know what Chris Godwin did? He kept going over to the safety. The safety came over, almost had a pick six. All Chris Godwin had to do, despite that Jameis Winston was late with the ball, all Chris Godwin had to do, turn around, stop. They released him to the inside. Chris Godwin should have went to the goal line, turned around, stop. What did Chris Godwin do? Kept on crossing the goddamn. Like, what in the world? Like, everybody making mistakes. Like, everybody confused with his offense. And then you got two weak links on the defense with Carlton Davis and M.J. Stewart. They not fast. How does M.J. Stewart keep getting playing time? He gave up a touchdown to Richie James. Who is Richie James? How many times have we seen M.J. Stewart with the trail technique? I'm tired of seeing him in the trail technique. Why is he not on the bench? He's not good. Like, now we got to deal with receivers that's even better than Richie James. DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel, C-Mac. Those guys are way better than Richie James. If M.J. Stewart can't stop Richie James, how he gonna stop DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel? He's horrible in press technique. This defense is aggressive, and you can't play man-to-man defense. You can't play in a tall Bo's defense. He's not fast enough. 4, 5, 6, whatever he ran in the combine, and he's still starting. You know what? If you're going to play like that, you might as well play Sean Murphy Bunton and Dean, Jamel Dean. Carlton Davis and M.J. Stewart got to go. Man. Now, granted, Carolina's receiving core is not great. They're not good like that. They're quick. They're talented, but they're not proven. And watch me struggle with their receiving core. Their receiving core is going to look like all pro. Well, let me stop. The defense did play good, but I don't like the way Carlton Davis and M.J. Stewart played. Now we got to play shifty receivers. And how did M.J. Stewart get beat by a shifty short receiver? How did Carlton Davis get beat and kept getting called for pass interference and holding? Quick, fast receivers. The guys are slow. He had 3 penalties, man. A couple of them was on 3rd down. They kept the drive going. Come on, Carlton Davis, M.J. Stewart. Get your head out your butt. This is frustrating. Carolina Panthers are not an elite level offense. They have a college offense. Misdirection, read option type stuff. You can't defend that. Come on, man. These receivers from Carolina Panthers are not elite receivers. That is not an elite receiving core. Their best receiver is Christian McCaffrey. Let that sink in, folks. Think. C-Mac, you stop the Carolina Panthers. It's just that simple. It's not even hard. Special teams. Punt team. What the hell was that? Block punt? Luckily, the defense played pretty good to stop them from scoring a touchdown. But block punt, really? Wale, you gave up a block punt, and then they put you in the game on third downs, and they call a screen to you? With Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and Perriman and O.J. Howard and Cameron Brady on the field, they called a screen for you, and you couldn't even get out to catch the screen? So that's 2 times you was in something that was turnover driven. Wale, both times that his number was called in a key moment, he caused 2 turnovers. Well, he was a part of 2 turnovers. The block punt and the pick six, the last pick six Jameis Winston throw, Wale was involved with both of those things. What are you doing? Attention to detail. We are losing games because we are beating ourselves. We can't beat ourselves against the Carolina Panthers. Just play a sound, good game and we win. I'm sick and tired of talking about the same thing. I've been doing this for 3 years now. Talking about the same thing. Can't we get out of our own way? Just play a clean game. Devin White, Levante David. Well, y'all got y'all work cut out for C-Mac. And Devin White, what are you doing? I know you're a rookie, but right now I got to be tough on you, baby. You was number 5 pick, so I'm going to tell you right now, if Devin White don't turn out to be a Luke Kuechly, a Patrick Willis, a Roquan Smith, type linebacker, he's a bust. You can't go number 5. I'm just being real. I know y'all, I like Devin White. I like him. But if he don't turn out to be that dude, game-changing dude, game-wrecking dude, bust. Can't be no okay linebacker. You got pick number 5. You got to come in and destroy things. Wreak havoc. Can't be missing tackles. He got stiffed on. He read his keys wrong. He went in the wrong hole more times. Picking the wrong hole. Instincts taking him to the wrong hole. That's not good, man. With number 5 pick. I'm just keeping it real, folks. Devin White gonna have to be a Pro Bowler. He got to be a Pro Bowler this year or close to it. He got to be a Pro Bowler or close to it to rectify that pick at number 5, and you're starting. So that tells you got talent, but you cannot be playing like you played yesterday because the 49ers were starting to run that ball in the 3rd quarter and the 4th quarter, and you were nowhere to be found in those holes. You got pick number 5 in the draft. You got to play like it. Missing tackles is not going to be accepted from a number 5 pick in the draft when there were other guys on that board that we could have got. Josh Allen, Brian Burns, offensive lineman, could have traded back. I'm just saying, the number 5 pick, you got to play better than that. If you're not a Luke, if he doesn't turn to be a Luke Kuechly or Bobby Wagner, it's a bust. A CJ Mosley, it's a bust. It's a bad pick. I'm sorry. It is what it is. My expectations are here now. I'm sick and tired of coddling and you know what I'm saying. No, White, you got to be a Pro Bowler right now. Villa, good. He's gonna be all right. I like him. He has great hustle. He has great energy. He clogs the ball. He clogs the holes up for the linebackers to make tackles. Carolina defense is not a problem. Don't make it a problem. Their front seven is good, but you can attack them. The Rams attack them in the running game. Ran the ball very well. But Devin White, you better tackle. See, they drafted you for Alvin Kamara and goddamn C-Mac, Christian McCaffrey, and Devontae Freeman. That's why they drafted you, Devin White, to stop the running backs in our division. Here's your first shot. Christian McCaffrey, hello, meet Devin White. You're the number 5 pick. You better show me something. I'm not cutting no slack with Devin White. No, you're the number 5 pick. You better make plays. Period. End of story. He was sick. Oh, he was a rookie. I don't care. I'm tired of the same stuff every year. No, get in there, make some plays off the bat, first year. Be a Darius Leonard. Off the bat. And we are done with this. Wait a minute, he's a rookie, you know what I'm saying? Because we did that with Jameis Winston. Oh, Jameis Winston, he gonna get better. He's gonna no, it's over with. You picked in the first round, you better play good right away. Period. Devin White, you're gonna get this business. This is Bucko's Locker. This is locker room talk. You're gonna get the business on this channel. I need to see better. You were sick, okay. No, okay, Thursday, meet Christian McCaffrey. Holler at me after the game if Christian McCaffrey got over 100 yards. If he doesn't, you did your job. If Christian McCaffrey is under 100 yards, Devin White, congratulations, you did your job. I don't care, man. I don't care anymore. Nope. No more coddling. No more coddling, man. No more coddling, dog. I did that with Jameis Winston, trying to defend him a little bit here. Now I'm not doing it to nobody on the team. You're going to get the business on this channel. Playtime is over. Anyway, what else? I talked about offense. I talked about the O-line. Talked about the running backs. Talked about the defense, defensive line. Well, the defensive line need to get some more pressure. Sue and Villa going to do their job. Put pressure up the middle. Shaq Barrett had a sack last game, but outside of that sack, he didn't do anything. Carl Nassib, where were you at? What was Carl Nassib doing? Devontae Bond, where was he at? William Golston was making plays. William Golston, Sue, and Villa was making plays on that D-line. Carl Nassib and Shaq Barrett outside of that sack didn't do anything. Oh, Jordan Whitehead is a good safety. I know somebody gonna say something about this when I say this, but can we cut Justin Evans? Like, can we cut him? Like, just get rid of him. The man can't stay healthy. Gotta go. I told you I'm not playing no games this season, dog. High expectations. I said we'll go 10-6, 11-5, which is probably pretty much out the window. But my expectations are here now. I'm tired of the waiting. Justin Evans gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. He can't stay healthy. What's the point? You drafted Mike Edwards. You got Jordan Whitehead. First down. Go with them. Justin Evans, trade him, cut him. He's useless now. Useless. Can't stay healthy. He's okay safety when he's in the game, but he can't stay healthy. The boy hurt. Achilles. No, it was so bad we had to go get Darian Stewart, a.k.a. the TJ Ward type safety, the veteran safety that's coming in taking the young guys playing time. We did this with TJ Ward. Brought in a veteran safety. He took up the young guys' reps. Mike Edwards need to be in there playing, not Darian Stewart. He's not good anymore. Jordan Whitehead needs to be starting, and Mike Edwards. If Darian Stewart gonna play like that, I'd rather see the rookie in there doing that. I don't want to see Darian Stewart doing that. He's not good. He's a TJ Ward. Put Mike Edwards in there. Put Jamel Dean in there. If Carlton Davis can't run with these receivers, you put Jamel Dean in there. If MJ Stewart can't cover these slot guys, you put Sean Murphy Bunting in there. Give the young, you drafting these guys high for a reason because of the lack of skills at slot and corner. Now, Vernon Hargreaves, I think he's going to be all right. Got to see a little bit more from him, but I think he's going to be all right. Okay. Most likely, Vernon Hargreaves will have a solid season because he's playing for the contract. So I think he'll be all right. He got a little swag to him. I like his swag. I like his style. He just got to stay healthy. But MJ Stewart, Carlton Davis, on defense, get your sugar honey iced tea together. Cover these damn receivers. So did I miss anything? Did I talk about everything? Coaching. I talked about coaching. Oh, special team. Matt Gay. Shouts out to Matt Gay though. Matt Gay made his field goals and he made his extra points. Solid kicker, man. I like that. The defense looking good. The kicking game looking pretty decent. Offense. Waiting on you. I know it's week 2, but catch up. Now, hopefully, we get all the kinks out the way and come back strong this game. Win or lose, we have to see improvement, folks. I want you to understand this. Win or lose. Yes, I want the Bucs to win. But the key is improve. I don't want our team to be 0-2. I don't. Trust me, I don't. But my main concern is improvement. No turnovers. No bonehead plays. No pass interference calls on Carlton Davis. No MJ Stewart getting beat on the wheel routes. I want to see improvement. I want to see big improvement on the offensive side of the ball. And clean up some of those penalties. Defensively, we'll be fine. Cam Newton has a lot of problems with aggressive defenses. So keep that in mind, folks. He has a lot of problems with those type of blitzing defenses. He's not as fast as he used to be, but he has a lot of problems with those type of defenses. So I think our defense will be fine. Just clean up some technique. We'll be okay. The 49ers offense didn't do anything really. Too much of anything. It was the defense that gave him that game. Jameis Winston and the others that made the mistakes along with him gave the 49ers that game. But if we don't make those mistakes, we have an opportunity to beat Carolina. Now, let's get to the prediction. After all that was said about Jameis Winston, O.J. Howard, Onwale, and Kappa, and Donovan Smith, and Lamar Dotson, and O.J. Howard, and MJ Stewart, and Darian Stewart, and Carlton Davis. Can we win this game? Yes. But it's going to come down to Jameis Winston, folks. Despite all that I just said about that team. And as of right now, I told y'all he's one of the worst starting quarterbacks in the NFL right now. He's one of the worst starting quarterbacks in the NFL at this point after week 1. Sorry, folks. The truth hurts. We have one of the worst starting quarterbacks in the NFL. We have one of the worst starting left and right tackle situations in the NFL. We have one of the worst right guard situations in the NFL. But our defense looks pretty decent. Top 10 defense after week 1, right? First down. Top 10 defense after week 1. Yes, it was the 49ers. But we'll be all right. Improvement, folks. My prediction in this game, some of y'all might not like this. I'm optimistic, but I'm also real. Now, I went and made my prediction 10-6, 11-5, right? 11-5, 10-6 after week 1. We'll be lucky to get 5 wins. and I picked the Carolina game to be a win, and I got to stick with it. I got to stick with this victory. I got to stick with this pick. I'm a man of my word. I'm frustrated. Yeah, I'm upset, but I have integrity too. I'm not going to go back on this pick. I picked the Bucs to win in my prediction. Go back and watch my video. I picked the Bucs to win this game along with the 49ers game. Hey, predictions go wrong. It happens. I'm not a psychic or a terror psychic, right? Whatever. I picked the Bucs to win this game, and I'm going to stick with them to win this game. But there's a caveat. If Jameis Winston doesn't turn the ball over, we win the game. I'm on a limb with this. I know a lot of y'all like, why are you picking the Bucs to win after you seen the game against the 49ers? I get it, but I'm a man of my word. I picked the Bucs to win this game, and I got to stick with it. I cannot go back. I can't go back. Maybe after like week 8, then maybe I can make some adjustments to what I picked. But the first 8 weeks, I got to stick with it. Now, granted, if we like 2-6, then we're not going 11-5, 10-6, right? You know what I'm saying? But it's still early, and I got to stick with it. The Bucs win this game with the caveat of Jameis Winston not turning the ball over. Key word, folks. Not turning the ball over. That's the caveat. Cannot turn the ball over. We need this game. Gotta have it. Y'all know we gotta have this game. I know it's frustrating, folks, but I gotta pick this game, and I'm gonna make my score prediction. This is gonna be a low-scoring game. It's gonna be a low-scoring game. 20-17, Bucs win. 20-17, the Bucs will win this game if Jameis Winston doesn't turn the ball over. I'm on an folks. I go out on a limb with this. I do this. It is what it is. I don't back down from the Panthers fans. If we lose, I don't back down from them. 20-17, Bucs win. Rebound. Jameis Winston, no turnovers. We win the game. We stop C-Mac. We win the game. But right now, as a division, we are tied for second. Falcons lost. The Falcons lost 28-3, by the way. The Panthers lost at home. Now they got us on a short week. We're hungry. And the Saints got the Houston Texans tonight coming in town. I will not be at the game. I'll be here watching the game. And if the Saints lose, the Saints will be 0-1. And we'll be all in the same boat. So let's hope for the Saints to lose. Them Aints, those Cubs, and those Falcons gonna all be tied 0-1. Anyway, that's what I feel about the Bucs versus Panthers. That was my preview video for this week's game. Thursday night, national audience. Everybody in America will be watching Jameis Winston. Social media, Twitter gonna be lit because they're gonna be laughing at Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Bucs like they've been doing for the last 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. This is our opportunity on a national stage to make a statement after a really bad game. What defines teams is when they have a bad game. How do you rebound on a short week or even a long week? How do you recover and get better? That's what defines. This is going to be a very, 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 very important game for Bruce Arians and his philosophy. The no risk and no biscuit, making his team, teaching his team to learn from your mistakes, teaching them to learn how to win. That's what I'm going to be watching with Bruce Arians on Thursday night. Can this team learn how to overcome adversity and pull this game out on the road against a tough team? Anyway, this is Bucko's Locker. coming to you again. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all the videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you all new videos that's posted on the channel. As we rebuild this channel, let's push to 1,000 subs. I'm trying to get my 2,700 subs that I had before, but we got to get to 1,000. Let's get to it. We're on our way. I want y'all to fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag, no risk, no biscuit. Y'all have a good day. I'm out. Peace.